Okay, so in last lecture we have covered these topics. Okay, first one was definition of soil. We have seen about the definition, what is soil. Okay, the second topic that we have covered is about what are voids. Okay, this topic has also been covered in the previous video. Okay, and we have also seen about the structure of soil matrix. Okay, we have taken a cubic sample and analyzed it. Okay, we have also seen about various components of soil. Okay, that is soil solids, water and air. Out of these, water and air are present in voids. Okay, this much we have covered in the previous video. If you haven't watched that video yet, I will recommend you to watch that video before starting this lecture by clicking on the I button. Okay, and I have also provided the link in the description box. Okay, now let's proceed further. In this lecture we will be seeing about phase systems in soil. We will be seeing about phase system in soil. Okay, let me just relate this particular topic with our previous concept. Okay, this was the example that we took in our previous lecture. Let me just put it over here. So this was our real condition. Okay, now there are three sub classifications which can happen. Okay, let's bifurcate them. The first one, we can have normal condition. The second one is we can have it as fully saturated condition. And the third one, we can have it as dry condition. Okay, these are the three possible conditions of our soil. Okay, let's see about the first condition. Okay, these were the soil samples. Okay, that we took. Okay, these were the cubic samples. Okay, now let us further analyze how will these cubic sample will look like in different condition. Okay, first one is normal condition. In normal condition, what is the case? Okay, it is also known as partially saturated condition. Okay, this one is also known as partially saturated condition. In this condition, what will happen is in our soil there will be soil solids. Okay, that are the primary one, and in the void spaces of these soil solids, okay, some amount of water and some amount of air will be present. Okay, that is, we will be having three materials, that is solid, soil solids, liquid, that is water, and gaseous, that is air. We will be having three materials. Okay, in total we will be having three materials. Okay, and the two will be present in our voids. Okay, there will also be air present in this. Okay, air is also present in this. Okay, some water and some air in voids. Okay, this one is the normal condition, or we can say that partially saturated condition. Okay, let me draw this one also. This one is the air, this one is the water, and this one is the soil solids, or you can say soil solid particles. Okay, in short form I will be representing this one as SS. Okay, so this is our first case. In second condition, what will happen is our voids will be completely filled with water. Okay, that is our voids will be filled with water in case of fully saturated condition. Okay, these all the voids. Okay, these all the voids will be filled with water only. Okay, okay, same on this side as well. Okay, all the voids are filled with water only. Okay, so we will be having so we will be having only we will be having only so we will be having only two things, that is water and soil solids in case of fully saturated condition. Fully saturated means all the voids are completely filled with water. Okay, there is third condition also, that is dry condition. Okay, in this all the voids will be filled with air. Okay, okay, like this, here also and here also. Okay, all the voids all voids will have air only. Okay, all the voids will be having air only. In this case there will be also two components, that is first one will be air. Okay, and the second one will be our soil solids, SS. Okay, soil solids. Okay, now this particular condition, okay, this one, which is normal condition, in this condition the soil is existing in three phases. Okay, you can relate this phase term with the materials. Okay, here there are three materials. Okay, one is air, second is water, and third is soil solids. So soil is existing in three phase, or you can say three phase system. Okay, in this particular case we are having only two materials, that is water and soil solids. Air is absent. Okay, air is absent because it is the fully saturated condition. So in this case the soil is existing in two phase system. Okay, in the last case here you can see that water is absent because it is the dry condition. Okay, it is a dry condition, so water is absent. So in this case also the soil is existing in two phase system only. Okay, but here the two components are air and soil solids, and here the two components were water and soil solids. Here all the three components were present, that is soil solids, air and water. Okay, so this was about phase systems in soil. Okay, and this thing we have covered. Okay, now let's see a bit about what are phase diagrams. What are phase diagrams? Okay, now in this thing what I do here is, okay, let me just copy this. What I will do is I will just transform this particular thing in the form of a rectangular representation. Okay, now what I will do is, imagine that all the soil solids that are these are the soil solids. Okay, you can see with the yellow color, these are the soil solids. I have just compressed all them into one single area, single rectangular area, that is this one. Okay, so what I have done here is, from this our cubic sample, okay, from this our cubic sample, I have extracted out all the soil solids, and I am representing all those with this area. Okay, this area is representing the soil solids. Okay, now I am left with water and air. Okay, so let's suppose that I am representing this area with water. Okay, this area with water. I've extracted out all the water, and I am presenting that extracted water in this area. Okay, then this blue hashed area. Okay, and the remaining one is air. Okay, remaining one is air. I'm left with one only. Okay, air. This one is the dotted rectangular area. Okay, so this diagram will be my phase diagram. For which condition? For normal or partially saturated condition. Okay, this will be my phase diagram for partially saturated condition, or I can say normal condition. Okay, here I can see that there are three materials that are existing, that is the air, water and the soil solids. You must always remember this thing. Out of this, air and water are present in voids. Okay, both are present in voids. Okay, some amount of air, some amount of water, because this is the normal condition, or you can say the partially saturated condition. Okay, okay, I think now you have understood. Now let us draw the diagrams for the remaining condition. Okay, one more thing, let me just erase this. Okay, one more thing that you should remember is, on this right hand side, suppose that I am representing the volume terms. Okay, and on this left hand side, suppose I am representing the weight terms. Okay, weight terms. Okay, weight related terms. Okay, so now see here, from this region to this region, okay, this region from this point to this point, okay, this is representing my volume of air present in my soil sample, okay, soil sample or my cubic sample, okay. This much amount of air I can see is present, okay, from this region to this region, from this point to this point is my volume of water, okay, volume of water, okay, and from this point to this point is my volume of solids, okay, okay. One more thing, from this point to this point, okay, I can write it as volume of voids, okay, because voids are nothing but the empty spaces between the interconnected soil solid particles, and these only are filled with air or water, okay, or we can say that air and water, okay. In this case these are filled with air and water because this one is the partially saturated soil, okay. So this region up from this point to this point will be my volume of voids, okay. I can also write it as volume of voids equals to volume of air plus volume of water, okay. You must get used to these terms because I will be using them heavily in the further lectures, okay. Let me just summarize these, okay. So VA is my volume of air, okay. Capital V subscript, in subscript we are I am writing small a, okay. Similarly VW is volume of water, similarly VS is volume of soil solids, okay. These denotions you should remember, okay. I will be heavily using them in the further lectures, further upcoming lectures, okay. On this side we have presented weight, so from this point to this point, this is my weight of air. Similarly from this point to this point, this is my weight of water, okay. And similarly from this point to this point is my weight of solid, or you can say soil solids, okay, soil solids, okay. Now one more thing that you should remember is this weight of air is by default taken as 0, okay. Weight of air is considered as negligible in whole soil mechanics. You should always remember this, that weight of air is taken always as 0, okay. We consider the weight of air negligible, okay. So what do we observe here is, if I have to calculate the weight of voids, okay, so I can see here is weight of voids will be equal to weight of air plus weight of water, because in voids I will be having the two things, air and water, okay, in the partially saturated soil. But this thing is already we have assumed it as 0, so weight of void will be equal to weight of water, because this particular thing, weight of air, we have assumed it as 0, okay. So this thing you should remember as it is, okay. This is the important point, that weight of air is considered negligible, or you can say 0, okay. Similarly in this case we will be having our phase diagram as, this is for This was phase diagram for three-phase system. Okay, three-phase system. Now phase diagram for two-phase system. Okay, in this case we will be having our phase diagram something like this. Okay, this thing is same. Now phase diagram for two phase. Which one? Which what is the subcategory of two phase? Is the fully saturated condition. So air will be absent. Okay. Now see carefully. Suppose I have taken the same cubic sample, but this time I have extracted the cubic sample from my second type of soil. Okay. So this will be something like this. These will be soil solids. Okay. Okay. Now do one thing. Let us suppose I have extracted out the soil sample from the same soil that was in our first condition, that is partially saturated. That was partially saturated, but this time I have filled the soil with water. Okay, it will help you to understand this thing better. Now what will happen is, if I have filled all the soil with water, this water will replace this air. Okay, so all the void space will be filled by water. Okay, all the void space will be filled by water. Why? Because you must have studied in your fluid mechanics that water is denser than air. Okay, or we can say that water is a heavy fluid than air, so it will easily replace the lower density fluid. Okay, therefore all the void spaces will be filled by water. Okay, now this, from this thing to this point to this point, I will be having my volume of water. Okay, from this point to this point, I will be having my volume of soil solids. Okay, similarly this will be my weight of soil solids. Okay, let me represent this as double S dot S. Okay, okay, and this will be my weight of water. Okay, now let's proceed with the last case, phase diagram for two-phase system. Okay, but in this case we are having soil in dry condition. Okay, you can relate a dry condition with the soil present in desert. Okay, that one is the dry soil. Okay, so we will be only having soil solids and air. Okay, these are the soil solids. This much amount I have the soil solids. Okay, this much amount is the soil solids, and the remaining portion will be the air. Okay, in similar fashion you can write here. In similar fashion you can also write this one is the volume of air, this one is the weight of air. Okay, this one is the weight of solid, this one is the volume of solid. Okay, suppose this one is the total weight of soil. Okay, now in this case total weight of soil sample will be nothing but weight of air plus weight of water plus weight of soil solids. Okay, this particular thing we assume it as 0, so our weight of soil, total weight of soil will become as weight of water plus weight of soil solids. Okay, in case of partially saturated condition. Okay, and if I talk about the volume, total volume of soil will be volume of air plus volume of water plus volume of soil solids. Okay, if I just combine these two, okay, if I just combine these two, I can write it as volume of voids plus volume of soil solids. Okay, this thing you should also remember. Okay, now in this case I can write my total weight of soil as, this will be weight of air plus weight of water, okay, plus weight of soil solids. Okay, in this case here also weight of air is absent. Okay, okay, because the soil is present in fully saturated condition, so we'll be having as weight of total weight of soil is equals to weight of water plus weight of soil solids only. Okay, okay, okay. Now in this particular case, that is the fully saturated one, if I talk about the total volume of soil sample. Okay, so total volume will be equal to volume of voids plus volume of soil solids. Okay, the void contains air and water only, so volume of air plus volume of water plus volume of soil solids. Now since it is the fully saturated condition, so all the void space will be occupied by water only. Okay, air will be absent, so our equation will reduce to total volume is equals to volume of water plus volume of soil solids. Okay, so this is the final equation. Okay, let's number this one as 3 and this one as 4. Okay, now in the last case, that is the dry condition, now our total weight will be equal to weight of soil sample. Total weight of soil sample will be equal to weight of air plus weight of water plus weight of soil solids. Okay, now here since it is the dry condition, so weight of water will be absent. Okay, water will be absent, which implies weight of water will be also absent, and weight of air we consider it as 0, so our equation will reduce to total weight of the soil sample is equals to weight of soil solids only. Okay, let's number this equation as 5. Okay, now if I talk about the volume, so total volume of the soil sample is volume of void plus volume of soil solids. Okay, now volume of void contains volume of air plus volume of water and volume of soil solids, that is constant. Okay, now since it is the dry condition, volume of water will be absent. Okay, so our equation will reduce to volume of air plus volume of soil solids only. Okay, this is our equation number 6. Okay, that's all in this video. We will continue with the subject in the next video.